can I help? It was never like, I'm too great, don't talk to me. Like, she
Yeah.
never gave you that energy. And even after the fact of high school, it's been years or whatever the case is. And I told
Mhm.
you, I was like, oh, thank God you ain't weird, because a lot of people we graduate
He
from.
said that, and I was like, "Well, dang, what do he consider weird? Because maybe I'm weird off the phone, but
Oh man, like a lot of people after high school just switched up. Like, I ain't know you from back
Mhm.
then, or
Yeah.
and I'm just like, okay, whatever. So Tarsha's been homie. She's been supportive too since get
Mhm.
go.
Mhm.
Always like just kept the same nature. So the only thing that matured about her was the same thing she's already been. So it's
Mhm.
like dope. You know what I mean? Like knowing the same person still. So
Mhm.
that's my homie, y'all. But she's gonna tell y'all about herself and what she's been into.
Mhm.
Yeah. Everything he said is true, you know. One thing I like take pride on and that I like to say is that you never know who you can help or you never know who you can inspire
Mhm.
pretty much. And if you kind of make your way to greatness and you kind of just, turn your shoulder to people all the time, it's just going to show a lot about you and your character. And then
Mhm.
you lose supporters that way because they see it as thing like, I know you've been through XYZ, but what did you do when you went through that? Like, I'm
Mhm.
going through it. Like, how can you help me? And if you turn your shoulder on these people that need help, then you can't really contribute to more greatness in this world, And everyone like to say, I want to be great and I want to help others, but they don't want to do the work that
Yeah.
it requires to help others. So that's why I always like to keep my little bubbly personality. I love to meet new people. I love to make them feel comfortable because when they see me, they just like, she got her stuff together, but dang, can we talk to her? And it's like, yeah, come on. Hey, my name is Tarsha. What's your name? And if my sister says that to me all the time, like, she called me weird. So
Yeah,
that's what you said, you're not weird. I'm like, you
yeah.
sure about that? She called me weird. She's like, you're weird. Like, did you just really just walk up to that person? And I was like, yeah, they needed help. Hi, my name is Tarsha. You need help with something? Let me carry your bag for you. Like it's just you have to be like that because you never know. Because a lot of people go through things and they don't express it,
Yeah.
And being that they don't express it, how you're gonna know that they're going through unless you ask like, "Hey, you okay?" Which I noticed that we do a lot.
Yeah.
We always like, "Hey, what's up? How?"
Yeah.
You know what? Before we talk
Yeah.
business, how are you?
Yeah. Yeah. How are
I'm
you?
about to say something and I'm about to drop a load, but before I drop it, how are
Yeah.
you? Because I may give you something right now. And you're probably gonna be like, God damn,
Another. Yeah.
I'm going through so much, but
Yeah.
shut up. Don't talk about your stuff. That person needs you. And then, who's helping you?
Yeah.
So yeah, I do. I'm pretty big on that, and I tend to not really get as much as support because I'm always that strong person. So a lot of time people just be like, oh, she good.
Mhm.
She done had so much thrown at her. Look at her, she's walking, So
Yeah.
it's like they don't tend to ask, hey, are you okay?
Yeah.
And reality is, just to keep it 100% on this, and this is my first time saying I'm not okay, and
Yeah.
I had to learn that it's okay to say that you're not okay when you're dealing with
Mhm.
so much trauma,
True.
but we tend to kind of not want to deal with that trauma because we see that as, oh, okay, it's people going through worse. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but we're not talking about everyone else. We're
Yeah.
talking about you,
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I never really had that type of support that someone comes to me and say, hey, how you doing? So that's why when I speak to you or if I speak to your wife and we tend to kind of do the support thing and
Yeah.
we're helping each other and it's genuine,
Yeah.
it means a lot because it's kind of just like, I believe you when you say, hey, how are you doing? It's like, you really want to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm about to tell you a whole bunch of crap because I can't really talk to people. But since this is genuine, I'm going to let you know, So
Right.
it's tough. This world is tough. And I've been through a lot. And I kind of get a lot of people that come to me to, you know, ask questions.
Required of you. Yeah.
Yeah. And lean
Mhm.
on me.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with lending my shoulder. Even if you're a stranger, I've talked to a lot of strangers before online. And I'll follow up with them like, hey, how are you doing today? You told me a lot. And I want to know, how's your mental,
Yeah.
And they're like, you know what? And it just made me feel good,
Yeah.
because it's like you're helping someone in the midst of you going through things. That takes a lot of strength.
Yeah.
So
And